Okay. Hi, Dad.
Hello.
Okay, so my first question was, what was the latest technology you had when you were growing up?
Like the technology now that I had, or the
like, like what was the latest technology you had when you were my age?
when I was your age? I had a computer, a really old Commodore 64 computer in my house, and I had a really small Game Boy. Yeah, that's my latest.
Are those like the computers one that like scream when you turn them on and to like connect to like the internet?
Yeah, they had a really the really loud noise. Can't remember exactly how it goes, but yes, that was it.
That one.
When you connect to the internet. Yep.
Okay. And then how has the change of internet affected you over time?
Oh, it's made life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the internet, you can do everything now, right? You can, like, when you go on trips, you can book your vacation, get your hotel, find answers to questions, find destinations like GPS. You couldn't do any of that before. Before you had to, like, call, you had to, like, try to figure out, okay, I want to stay at, like, a Marriott or whatever hotel it was. You had to literally, like, call the hotel hotline and say, I want to stay at this city on this dates, and they had to like book it all for you through the phone. So painful. Price comparisons. In order to do price comparison, I have to like call 5 different places. Now it's all online. You do it in a matter of minutes.
Can you just like book it, or do you still have to call them and ask?
Back then?
No, like now. Can you like?
Oh yeah, now you can just book it right online. Like I have an app for all the hotels when we travel. All my hotels are in an app, and I just go to that app. I say we want to go here. Give me the 5 or 10 hotels that are closest to where we want to go, and populate all the prices and the ratings. It's amazing. The information is at your fingertips. It's quick. It's easy. It's phenomenal. Way better than it was when I was growing up.
Okay. How do you think that music has changed for the better and also for the worse?
See, the music, first of all, it's more accessible. Like Apple Music, you pay for one subscription fee and you can have all kinds of music. So that's nicer. When I was growing up, first of all, we were back on the cassette tapes. And so you had to buy the individual cassette tape of the music you wanted. But then again, we did also do mixtapes where you'd listen to the radio. And then when you would find a song on the radio that you liked, they would tell you, the DJ would say, we're going to play these songs in these orders. So he or she, the DJ, would tell you the next 10 songs that were going to be played on the radio. And when you had one you wanted to hear or you would listen and you would wait for that song to come on. And then as soon as they started, you'd hit record on your cassette tape. And then you'd be able to record that song. So kind of for free, almost, right? Because it was on the radio.
Yeah.
And then the true sign of true love was if your boyfriend or girlfriend gave you a mixed cassette tape with all their favorite songs, because that means they had spent hours listening to the radio, waiting for the right song to come on, and then recording it all in sequence. So little hour. That was a sign of, I really like you because I'm going to spend all this time to make you a mixtape. Nowadays, I go to my playlist, I find a song I want on Apple Music, and I download it, and it's bam right there, like instantaneously. So when I make a mixtape for my wife now, it doesn't mean nearly as much as it did back then.
Wait, so you had to like sit there and like record, like push like the start button?
Yeah, you had 2 buttons. So you had your boombox, right? You put your cassette tape in.
A boombox?
Yeah, it's a boombox. And then you had to hit.
It's a long time ago.
You had to hit record and play at the same time, so that it would record the song on the radio. And if you hit one or the other, it wouldn't record it. You had to do it right at the same time perfectly. And then if you wanted a good mixed tape, you only wanted that song, right? And so some of the radio stations, the DJ would like talk over the end of the song, and we'd really get ticked off because we were trying to record the song. So we'd also try to get in line with, know which radio stations where the DJs wouldn't talk over the end of songs. When they waited the whole song to finish, and then they would talk. Because you wanted to get the whole song, and then you had to turn it off at the right exact time so you didn't get any of the talking from the DJ. Like I said, it was like a labor of love. You were really, but also the music, I enjoyed the music because growing up, you you had the music you were comfortable with. Like music today, some music I like, and some music's like, oh, I don't like that at all because it's not similar to what I grew up with. So,
Okay. Last question. What advice would you give to a current high school student?
what advice would I give? Slow down, enjoy life. I think some of the problem is that people are like, everything's so fast, right? Technology has made our world a lot faster.
Yeah.
And so we don't stop and like look at sunsets or look at sunrises.
Sounds so intelligent, like philosophical.
Yeah. We need to like slow down a little bit. We need to take time to disconnect from all the hustle and bustle and the technology. Disconnect every once in a while and just like enjoy relationships or enjoy nature or like just disconnect and calm down a little bit. So that's my advice. You know, so take a moment every day or maybe a couple moments and maybe set aside time like on the weekends when you can literally disconnect and just go look at a sunset or go stargazing or go look at the clouds and, you know, say this cloud looks like a turtle and this cloud looks like a seahorse. Like just enjoy the world around us a little bit more instead of our noses in technology or phones all the time. That's my advice.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. It's good talking to you.
You too.